Arguing Gnosis is pointless. It's about as useful as pissing up wind. You'll find some relief, but you're still covered in piss. That's not to say discussion is without point. The difference is in trying to win a conversation versus the open, good faith exchange of ideas. If you're unaware, Gnosis is knowledge gained through personal experience, intuition, and even interpretation. Keeping in mind that interpretation is always subject to change, as are all theories. Gnosis can be shared by many, verified by direct sources, or something personal to your path. It's impossible to prove experience. Anecdotal information can be accumulative. Many people believe that Freya likes strawberries and Loki likes cinnamon, for example. But we cannot prove this. If my experience is that Freya hates strawberries, I cannot prove or refute either claim. Intuition is big with Sailor practitioners, many claiming certain runes or magic has certain meaning or results, or maybe they had a vision where they actually spoke to a god. Again, this cannot be proven. We'd have to take their word for it. A person's gnosis is not a primary source. I don't know if you pulled that out of your ass or had a legit vision. Garmin Lord, aka Merlin Solomon, aka Thomas Germain, had a vision on the 4th of July 1976 of Woden and Freya telling him to found theodism. Coming from Saxe Wicca, an Anglo-Saxon version of Wicca, he basically started the Mormonism of heathenry based on his Wiccan experience. There's no reason to trust his vision, and last I heard, he went full Nazhole, which theodism already had elements of. I mean, their prospects are called thrall. Imagine if a black person wanted to be part of a theod. Are you really comfortable calling a person of color slave? This is the trend I see with "trust me bro" being your citation. There's always some fishy element. Now, discussion is different. If I talk about my vision of a god and I'm not trying to win a conversation, then it's just an open exchange of ideas. And in that open exchange of ideas, we are helping one another grow. Maybe you do something differently that I find beneficial, or maybe I interpret the lore in a new way. Rather than debate broing our way to destroying each other, we're coming to the table in grith. The intention being, rather than win a conversation, we're trying to foster an environment of open, comfortable dialogue, where it's okay to bring up a wacky theory or question, without fear of being mocked or ridiculed. The only stupid question is the one left unasked, because you never know who that question may help. Chances are someone else wondered the same thing. One small note before I go. I've heard people online speak against studying the occult. This shows a lack of understanding modern pagan history. Much of the Gnostic consensus today is informed by occult practices of people like Aleister Crowley and Gerald Gardner, who were influenced by late Victorian spiritualism and Orientalism. Crowley and Gardner were Freemasons, a Hermetic philosophy. They, and many like them, filled in gaps for early modern paganism. It is only through understanding the history of today's movements and religious philosophies that you'll be able to understand what informs the gnosis of today. Be better tomorrow than you were yesterday. We are the sum of our actions. Score!